Looking for an upscale bar without the upscale prices? Stop by the Villa, located in Green, right next to Inferno's, serving much more than just craft cocktails and draft beer. Tuesday night trivia happens every week at 7:30. Open mic night is the second, third, and fourth Wednesday of every month, plus live music Wednesdays through Sunday. The Villa is your new home away from home. See you at the bar.
The happiest of hours happen with our new happy hour menu. Come try out our $3 wells, $4 house pints, $5 house margaritas, along with our $7 happy hour. Wings, German fries, potato kegs, spinach artichoke dip are all on the menu. Come visit us Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. Fast Brewing Company at our new location, 499 South Castell Avenue in downtown New Braunfels.
It's the morning show with Bruce and Shannon.
That's Shannon and Bruce, remember?
Oh, my bad. Some cool talks.
And things you maybe didn't know yesterday.
So let's have some fun, and you might just learn something new.
So here they are.
Bruce
Shannon and Bruce. Oh, boy.
That's
I'm in.
funny.
I'm in. Are you in?
I'm in. That's,
All right.
That was funny.
You like that, huh?
I like
yeah,
that.
There we
That
go.
was funny.
Good morning, everybody. We are live on Texas 46 Radio here in New Braunfels and live on Facebook. So if you want to come over to join us and kind of commune with us here in a sorts.
I like my glasses. I need a new prescription.
Do you?
So, yeah, I can't see.
You can't see yourself at all.
I can see. Ish.
You can't see yourself at all. Well, see, I think we're going to have some good viewing today and some good comments because I have my lovely co-host back over here with me. It's great to have you back, Shannon.
Thank you.
And I'm happy. I'm happy for it, and I'm sure our listeners are as well. And folks watching on Facebook Live are gonna.
Good morning.
So if you have any comments, questions, or concerns about anything we have on tap this morning, feel free to keep it to yourself.
So how's your morning going? We haven't talked yet.
Oh, my morning's going well.
Anything interesting?
Anything
happened this
interesting?
morning yet?
Yes. Actor Gene Hackman passed away.
Which one is Gene Hackman?
Gene Hackman is. I'll show you. I got his picture right here.
Aw, I liked him.
Okay, so here's here's the thing about that one now. It's all over the news, but it says actor Gene Hackman and his wife Betsy were found passed away
Both of them?
At their residence in New Mexico, along with their dog.
Oh no!
So law enforcement authorities said on Thursday.
Asphyxiation?
No, they said the cause of deaths were not disclosed. They're not. No.
They're not saying.
They're not saying. They don't know officially. So, but they said that there's no foul play. They don't suspect any foul play.
So they took their own lives, probably.
Well, we don't know. Gene Hackman was like 90. I think it was like 95, and she was like 60 something, 63, or she was a renowned pianist and stuff like that.
It's pianist.
Pianist. It's either Texan or politically correct.
It's just true. That's true.
Scotty Cameron.
Wow.
Scotty Cameron, welcome on board, my friend.
To just decide we're done and then take out you, your wife, and your dog.
If
that's what they did.
If that's the case,
we don't know.
But we don't know. We do not know.
They said, no foul play. It could have been, a gas leak, I suppose.
Could be anything. Yeah, it could be anything. So we'll wait. Check your.
That's crazy.
Check your news. Locally or nationally, and or just check your Facebook feed. It'll be all over it today. So just want to welcome everybody on board this morning watching. If you want to, if you want to comment or whatever on anything, or just say hello or whatever you want, the comments are available for you.
Why is it so scary when you put your coffee in a cup like this? And then you have to drink it, and you tilt it back, and you're like, "Is it gonna be too hot?
Or is it gonna? Is it gonna
burn me?
Is it gonna go? Is it gonna go over
is
the?
Is it gonna spill?
Is it gonna go over the drip edge? Gonna go like ah!
Am I gonna not have the lid on right? And it's gonna pour down my shirt.
Let's see who else is watching this morning. It's nice to have some folks watching. Orlando, rock and roll, brother. Is watching Irene Ramos. That's DJ Mike Taylor's wife. Linda Slater watching. Sean Slater's mom. It's just like entertainment all over the place here this morning. Eric Walker. He's entertainment to himself. So
Yeah.
so it's great to have you guys watching. What else? I had okay. You feel free to jump in at any time you want to do anything. Here's something. Things I did not know yesterday that I know today.
Okay.
And the phrase, I was this most
I
hated,
was
most
this
hated.
years old.
I know this. It's kind of like it made the top 10 of the worst pet peeve or worst hated phrases.
What?
Now, I was this many years old. I was today years old. I was today years old when
I think that's funny.
I thought it was kind of
Good.
cool,
Uh-huh.
but I didn't know.
Excuse you.
Excuse me. And it's all because of Shannon's will to win the Nicolas Cage doppelganger
Oh.
thing.
Okay, wait. Hey, so,
So-
you
so-
have to put some story behind
Put
this.
some story behind it.
So Bruce and I have this thing where, and you probably, if you're married or if you have a best friend and you both have gotten to the point where you can read each other's minds, and you see like somebody on TV and you go, "Who's that remind you of?" And both of you get it right and you high five because you both got, it's like we were watching something on a show a while back ago, and I said, "Who's that reminds you of?" And he goes, "Will Stevens." And I went, "Yeah." And we, high five.
I don't know about that, but I'm amazed with my horns that I have on my
You
head.
do
right
have
now.
horns.
Got to set just right. Anyhow, go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
You have wings on your
I
head.
have wings on my head.
Which one is that? That one that the FTD florist,
florist?
guy?
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway,
Continue. You continue. I was rudely
so
interrupted.
we're watching a show, and there's an actor on the show, and I said, "Who does he remind you of?" And Bruce goes, "I don't have anything. Oh God, I'm totally clueless." And I was like, "It looks like Nicolas Cage." And he's like, "No, I don't see it."
There
I
was-
said, "It could be his brother." He goes, "Nope."
There was
Nope.
not even a virtual high five on that one.
Dude,
Not even far away.
I was like, the mouth is the same.
So, which now segues
Segways.
safeways into where I was going with my deal was Nicolas Cage. Okay, so
Love me some Nicolas Cage.
okay, so Nicolas Cage is Nicholas Kim Coppola. That is his real name.
And
Okay.
there's where the
And that's when we looked up him.
Where
and
the
I
Coppola
saw, I
stuff
saw
comes
Coppola's on there, and I saw
I was gonna say, is it Coppola or Coppola?
I think that's
Okay.
how they pronounce it.
Okay.
And I'm going like, well, how does this all relate? Until I finally looked at the thing, it's like his
So
dad.
Cage is his stage name.
Cage is his stage name. His dad and Francis Ford Coppola, the director,
Oh.
are brothers.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so there you
Talk
go.
about a cool family.
There you go. So you
Something you didn't know
something
yesterday.
you didn't know yesterday. Maybe you did know it. And you're thinking like, those two idiots. Why are they even on radio at all? Because they should know all this stuff. So that's a couple of things that I've had this morning.
Okay.
And the other thing I wanted to mention, I went out to get mail the
Mhm.
other day because somebody said you've got mail. That's another one that's outdated.
Oh, see, I just watched that movie yesterday.
Yes, you did. And
Such
I noticed
a good movie.
I noticed a large asteroid fragment up by the gate on the ground, holding the gate closed.
Yeah.
Now, did you move that there on your own, or did you have to use a back belt and a dolly to move? I saw that there. I'm going like,
I am not no puny person.
well,
I can move a big rock if I need to.
yeah, and then
I got
it
muscles.
at least takes 30
Believe it or not, I got muscles.
30 to 45 minutes of morning routine
Now, see,
wake
if
up.
you'd have seen me move it, you'd have been like, "Oh, honey, let me get that for you,"
No,
because you think I'm a weakling.
I'd have stood behind a tree and filmed you going like some viral video.
Yeah, you should have just been like, "You go, lady.
You go, girl. You
Yeah,
do
I
it.
mean, how long do we have to have this? So your version of closing the gate was to put this weird stick and just.
Yeah.
And I was like, why does he think that works? To take a stick and just tilt it and have it just like, nudge it into the rocks a little and just kind of, and the wind would blow the gate open over and over again. Then somebody drive down the driveway and, and then I'd be like panicked because the ducks are playing in their driveway puddle.
I have no problem thinking that anything
So
can
I just
work.
moved a rock. I was like, look, I'm tired of his version of closing this gate. I'm just going to move a rock. And now the gate is, not only is the gate closed, but it is double protected because I even pulled the other gate closed.
You pulled the antique wire gate close in front of it.
Yes, because I don't want somebody to kill our ducks.
That's
I love watching. So we have a gravel driveway instead of asphalt or whatever. And when it rains, it has rained and made like this pond for the ducks. And so whenever it rains really well, the ducks are just so excited and they go out there. We have 14 in the back paddock that go into back paddock. It's like Jurassic Park. And they go into they run out the gate and they go play in their puddle. And I will watch from the window with my coffee in the kitchen and it just tickles me to death watching them. I don't want somebody driving down the driveway. After that lady hit our table and just kept driving and the table's going underneath.
Stop!
And I'm going, stop!
What? What's the matter?
And she's like, what? I said, oh my gosh, you've destroyed our table.
I thought I drove over a
had
rake.
no idea.
I
She
drove
kept driving.
Well,
a broom.
A
She
broom.
said, sorry, I think I ruined your broom. And I'm like, nope, whole table.
The whole table.
Destroyed.
Let's see who else we got here. Tammy, Miss Tammy's watching this morning.
Miss Tammy.
Tammy Bynum.
Good morning, Miss Tammy.
It says,
my eyes are...
says Shannon we should go to the open mic night at the Villa for a girls' night.
Oh gosh, so she can out-sing me? I don't think so.
Maybe she's talking comedy. Maybe there wants to be comedy.
Yes.
It's an open mic comedy night. No singing.
Yes, if it's comedy, we just talk about our life. And then laugh.
Cindy Feltner is watching this morning.
Good morning, Miss
Brian
Cindy
Feltner is the Iron Man's better half. Scott Mayers, good morning, brother. Linda says she was at BAMC yesterday and actually heard the phone jingle. You've got mail in the pharmacy.
Really? See, I watched the movie. I think I've watched it 2,000 times.
Yeah, I won't even say you're over exaggerating because you probably pretty close.
Yeah.
Let's see any other comments here. Mark Daniel, photographer extraordinaire. He's responsible for some of those really great live band shots that I have.
Okay. I'm sorry, my eyes are like watering all of a sudden, like I got mascara in them. Sorry.
That's usually.
Don't mind me.
That's usually.
Okay,
that's
so
usually
is he the one that has? Is he the one that took the pictures that I love? That
the ones of me going like this and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. Those are good ones.
Such good pictures.
He says, yeah, but Bruce has to practice his guitar work. No time for the rock moving stuff. So, yeah, there's no.
Yeah, you don't want to mess up those.
Only thing
those
I move.
Amazing guitar hands.
Yeah, that's right. The only thing I move are piles of poop around here, and not the stuff in the house. That stuff flushes down right to the septic. But now of course, if I have to shovel any of that in the house, that's going to be a problem.
Well, see, now I've never used your bidet toilet either.
Honey, you're like
I am not missing anything. I'm sorry, but
you have
no.
you have to sign a waiver.
A waiver,
before
yes,
you even go
absolutely.
into our bathroom.
Don't touch that bathroom.
Yvonne Martinez watching Class of '81. Good to see you. Tommy Jean watching there. Hi, Bruce and Shannon.
Good morning, Miss Tommy Jean.
And Sam and I are watching. Wow, we're so sorry.
See, it's like
right
if you look at the people that are watching, it's like you win. Do you remember when we used to go out?
I shared it.
We used to go like to Walmart or go out and whatever, and we would see who wins. He always won. It's like we always run into people
But now when we go out and eat someplace out, we're both losers. We don't know. Neither one of us. We can't even collectively find enough people that we know inside a restaurant.
I can pretend.
Oh, you can. Hey, Johnny. Hey. He's not paying attention.
So,
okay, sorry.
So can I show the fidget spinner?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so you know how when the fidget spinner thing started to come out, and you would get those little things that you could spin them and whatever. Anyway, they don't make all these different kind of fidget spinners. So we're going through my husband's parents' house. And
Garage and all
yeah,
sorts
so my father-in-law, he was a hoarder, and so he just like filled the garage, like completely filled it. And so we've been going through it for years, and recently he's been just going at it to get the stuff done. And I usually try not to show up because he puts the metal on the trailer to send off, and I go pick through it and pull things back off of the trailer. So because I'm a collector. And so anyway, so I went onto the trailer one day and I found
original spinners.
old-fashioned fidget spinner. So isn't that freaking cool? Okay, so I found this one first.
Of course, that's in all reality, yes, we know what they are.
Yes, we know it's a car part. But anyway, it's really cool and it spins. And so I thought that was hilarious. And then I run across another version of a fidget spinner, and which I'm sorry, they're so cool. So then my husband the other day, he goes, "I got something for you," and he brings this sucker into the. Look at that!
But
thing.
in all honesty, that's not really what I was talking about when I said that. But you take it for what you want to. I really don't.
Come on, we're PG.
Look at that
but
fidget
is
spinner.
that not? It's huge compared to look at this.
Look at that. See, that's one's the original.
It's
and
so
then
fun.
As they go through, and then once people found out these were just a little bit heavy to keep in your pocket, they decided to go to the other kind.
I wonder, is that how somebody created a fidget spinner? Because I mean, you never know. Anyway. There's just so much fun when you're going through an old garage full of junk. It is so much. It's like going on a treasure hunt, except that I didn't let myself go because I very often because I pull out all these things and he gets really frustrated with me, and I don't blame him at all. I'm like, look, if I don't know that it was there and you trash it, I'll never know. So I just didn't show up.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a delay from what we're talking about right here from what you hear sometimes on the air. And Irene says, "Wow, Bruce," with a slap in the head, and that's probably because of my comment with the large fidget spinner. I've got something for you. So, oh my gosh, yeah, we got some great topics this morning. We're going to try to keep it to an hour. That's what that was our. But we do what.
The problem is me.
And you know what? It's a fun. We get good ratings.
See, that's why we stopped, because I had it at 3 hours finally. Look how my eyes are swollen.
You're fine. I was looking at the. Let's see here. Hold on a second. There.
Good morning, Miss Berlin.
Yeah, Berlin's on there.
Such a sweet lady. I love that lady. She's so cute.
Paul Harst, my good friend from the Harst family of great young men. Well, they're not young men; they're older than me now. So, we're still young at heart, right? Good to see you on. We should hang out. Listen, but the work thing. Yeah, I know. Some people have to have real jobs, and his son is a pilot, and he is is it Blue Angels or Thunderbirds?
Tammy says, "That's not true. We can sing together." Yeah. Are you serious? Your lungs. I would sit there going shh the whole time.
Oh, okay.
There's no way that I can sing with you and be heard.
Look at Paul Harst's son is a B-2 stealth pilot.
Oh my gosh!
Are we thank him for his service? Of course.
That is amazing.
That is really cool.
Our son Taylor is an F-16 crew chief.
Yeah.
So he
So it's
He rebuilds F-16s, which I think is amazing.
it is
I
amazing.
mean, what kind of brain capacity? He was the child that you would buy him that $100 thing of Legos, and he would spend the entire day putting the giant thing together by the book, piece by piece.
Let's see. See who else is watching. Valerie Hadley is watching. Valerie, good morning. Morning. We got to talk about parking. There's a couple of big topics we talk about, and that's
story.
parking.
The new
parking
Braunfels
story.
downtown parking story.
Now,
Because that's exciting.
I told Shannon, I said, well, we won't have to have when we go to the studio. If we were gonna do the show last week,
But it was too cold for him.
it was too cold. We'd have to literally sit in here with parkas on until the heater, or I'd have to keep it was. I'm
You're
sorry.
a wuss.
I even had the little heater on, little space heater on, and it still was cold.
You're a wuss.
So, we
You
really,
could have sat here in your parka gear and looked funny.
well, we could have, but I said, well, we won't have to have the heater
Stop it
going on this
before.
morning. But I did turn the heater on, and I opened up the door, and it's cloudy
Windy.
and windy.
Yes.
So I'm not really sure what the weather is going to be like today.
So
But,
so I asked her, and it's going to be 47 this evening, and
Okay.
then up to like 64 or something like
Well,
that. So not too bad.
in all reality, let's check with Texas 46 Radio Chief Meteorologist Bert Fern and see what's going on with our weather. Bert, you there?
Hey, good morning, guys. Well, the weather rock here in the studio has remained relatively dry all morning. So my best educated guess is that it's going to be dry. This is Texas 46 Radio Chief Meteorologist Bert Fern. Now back to you.
Okay. Well,
Bert,
shoot.
what?
Bert Fern.
Bert Fern. How'd you come up with that name?
Those are, well, not just the name, but how about that commercial? How about that guy?
How about that guy?
He's pretty economical too. We picked him up, but yes, Bert Fern was
Tell Paul Hurst.
Paul Hurst. Okay.
Sorry, my glasses aren't working.
Have a good day, Paul. Appreciate it.
Have a great evening.
Yes, sir. Yes, Carl Nowotny and Jay Eric and myself were very instrumental in coming up with this was in high school.
Okay.
Came up with the names. Actually, it was a duo. It was Bert Fern and Charles Belch.
What did Charles Belch do?
I have no idea.
So you need to have a.
He just whatever, he'll have a responsibility here.
I'm sure he will.
Our weather meteorologist is Bert Fern, and I don't know what Charles will do something.
Okay.
I'll
well,
get him going on
You're
it.
gonna have to find another voice for Charles and get that done.
Oh, no problem.
Okay,
I'll
so
get that.
tell your New Braunfels parking story.
Well, it's not okay.
If you can.
So we on occasion will play the poorhouse downtown.
The
And-
poor
The poorhouse.
house.
And it's we park in the back. It's the parking lot where I guess it's Tip Top Cleaners or whatever the cleaners is back there. And now the cleaner says no more, no way. So they're going to block that off where nobody can park in there. And if you do, you're going to get a ticket or get towed. All right.
Okay.
So
Which they have all the right to do because they're having to pay for their asphalt to be redone because other people are making money off of them by using
So
the park.
I understand now that the bands will get 15 minutes to unload and go park someplace.
Which you can't do because you've got equipment and gear in a truck, and that's not safe because it could get broken into.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yes, that's correct. Oh, sorry. I was looking at a comment here. Mike is the only
Is
three-man front member that didn't get a ticket there.
Seriously?
Yeah, they suck. So not three-man front. They're great.
But
people that do
the
that.
situation.
The
So
situation with parking.
I said to him, told Bruce, I said, when y'all play Poorhouse, you need to get them to block off an area on the street where you can park. Block off an area with cones for
Banned parking.
Banned parking because otherwise,
Yep.
they have to provide parking for the band. That doesn't work.
Yeah,
makes no sense.
When New Braunfels folk in charge want to make this San Antonio, clubs everywhere, bars, and to keep adding to it, and not adding a place.
Well,
for people
we
to
were
park.
talking about if you get a business license and to open up a business, the city should force the business to provide the parking. I mean, all the other bigger towns do it. It's like if you're going to, like, for instance, Poorhouse, which is a great place, a great venue, but they had all of this parking space, and they allowed them to use it instead of for parking. They allowed them to use it for the venue instead. So there's no parking. The city didn't force them to provide their own parking.
So we now what brought up this whole thing here, people were getting towed downtown, parking in the across from Krause's in the bank parking lot where they thought they could pay, or they did pay.
And he said they tow it all the way to San Antonio.
Tow them off anyways. It's just a big towing scam, okay? So now
where the tow companies are literally just waiting.
They're just waiting. They're all working in cahoots.
Okay, go ahead.
So the 15 hours ago on my little thing here, the Herald posted a deal about New Braunfels to outsource parking enforcement at downtown lots, city parks, etc., etc. So
basically, they went and they're kind of privatizing, right?
Yeah, they had
a company to
maintain
the parking situation,
and basically it was how is it going to pay for this? It's like $237,000 a year for a 3-year term that they're paying this company to do this.
Wow,
it's your city. But where's the funds come from? Oh, it's going to come from citations and a few other things.
That's a lot of citations.
But I'm sorry, but my point for this whole thing is how to avoid the frickin' citations in the first place.
Well, I mean, but that's the thing, you don't want the city to boycott downtown. I mean, the whole point of having a downtown area that is, they keep building it up and wanting to, make it this nice downtown area, but then they're charging people and giving them tickets for parking there. Yeah. It doesn't make any sense. It's kind of like the property tax thing we were talking about yesterday. If you upgrade your home, then your property tax goes up, and the property tax is ridiculous as it is. And so nobody updates their house because they'll get extra taxed. And so the houses are like falling to ruin, where the city, if they wanted to really make New Braunfels pretty, they would encourage them to update their property and give them a break on their property tax. That provides a beautiful city instead of all of these people who are having a hard time paying their property tax because it's ridiculous and they can't afford to do anything, and they don't want to because then it'll increase their
I agree.
taxes.
I
Sorry,
agree.
go ahead.
No, you're fine. I've got some good comments here.
Okay.
Well, Valeda says, hey, come to New Braunfels on vacation, you leave on probation.
Yes, exactly.
There you are.
Exactly.
Some good topics. I mean, some good comments here. Somebody says, as a working musician who plays downtown 8 to 10 times a month, unloading gear and parking is ridiculous. Yes, it is.
So can they provide a tag for musicians' cars that they're able to park downtown without getting towed or ticketed? That would be an idea.
It would be an idea. I guess, of course, I always play the devil's advocate here. Of course, once somebody sees what those look like, go ahead and make their own one, put it up there, the thing. But, but that's a good point. Very good point.
Well, if it's registered, then it wouldn't be an issue.
It would be on record. They could, your enforcement agency could see that
you
you've
could
got a
have
ticket
like
there.
the license plate on the thing, and it has to be registered.
There you go. Parking by permit only.
For musicians and people who are working downtown. Yes, I agree. I think that's an excellent idea.
Got
See?
a good
Genius. It
genius.
just takes a woman.
It
That's
just
all
does.
it takes.
All right, here's another woman's comment here, Christine. Could you please get some better lighting on Mill Street? That's right over there. So if you're gonna have to walk,
right.
if you're gonna have to walk 2 to 3 blocks to wherever you're going, maybe that would encourage parking in the lot on Seguin Street. Walking from there to the Brontex via Mill Street is dark and scary.
Well, I had to park my Jeep that one time, and by myself, I had to walk a really long time to get to your place, and it was scary.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I remember that too. Danny says, well, there's still free 1 or 2 hour parking. Says, yeah, I don't mind walking a couple of blocks. If taxpayers like me don't want to pay for a parking garage, paid parking for mostly visitors seems okay to me. Untimely, ultimately fund a garage. Somebody says here, Jeremy says the city incentivized. Okay, so I'm just reading these right here. If there is somebody watching, I doubt very seriously, that is on the council or that is directly related to this that wants to comment, please do so. You have the podium, but I'm just reading what most people think, honestly. It says the city incentivized the downtown development to not improve parking by granting them $4.5 million in incentives. And no, you cannot manage your way out of this issue. That's plainly a bad statement. Build any parking and stop worrying about it the right amount. Parking garage might help, they said. People say it's very short-sighted and short-term solution.
I think that
a
lot of the reason people don't want the big parking garage is because there is no pretty parking garage.
Here was the one that was the key quote: the annual cost of the contract is expected to be compensated for by citation fees and paid parking revenue. You're going to be ticketing like mad to make the money back on this ridiculous thing. So
yes. Anyway.
So anyhow. But yeah, if you have an opinion on the parking, if it affects you, for those that are just driving through downtown and hear about it, go, well, I think that's just not, if you're not really directly related to it, or if it doesn't really affect you or your business, just play along.
So Sarah was talking about the property tax thing. We do appeal our property tax stuff, but we have 3 properties, so only ours here, only our home here is homesteaded. The other 2, one's a rental. The other one was a rental, and right now is vacant. But so it doesn't. And New Braunfels is just ridiculous with property tax. Just ridiculous. An old 1942 house. How much was it? $6,000.
$7,500.
$7,500 a year for property tax for a house that is under 2,000 square feet and was built in 1940 something. So it's a really old property. Anyway,
she said make the others an LLC. Yeah, we'll have to talk to Weldy.
Yeah, I'll have to. We have to look into a bunch of stuff because it's confusing. Okay, so
now some.
So let's talk about something
cheerful.
Yes, some happy things. Mm-hmm. Okay, so one thing we were talking about. Oh, one thing I was going to talk about. This is my pet peeve. My pet peeve with him is when I do his laundry.
Are you just taking like a random number out of the 1 through 10?
Can I just make a list?
Well, you already have.
So here's my
pick one. Pick one for today.
Here is my pet peeve for my feather pen.
Shannon's pet peeve for
my pet peeve for doing his laundry. 1, he leaves change in his pocket. Going.
I try not to.
And the coins get stuck in the thing around the washing machine.
Agitated.
So it doesn't spin. So it can't spin because all the coins are like crammed in there.
So she's basically agitated by the agitator.
No. Well, you're the agitator.
I am.
So coins in the pockets. So that's 1. Turning his shirts inside out so that I have to turn each one right side out. And if I fold it like it is, he will wear it inside out. And then the socks. all of his socks are either inside out or they're clumped together. And I don't want to turn them because when you turn them, he does lawn care and outside work. So when you turn them, then grass falls on your carpet when you're folding the clothes. So he will wear his socks inside out.
Well, sometimes I can't really, unless it has a label on it and I'm reading Dickies backwards or inside out, then I'll know. But, with the shirt.
Come on, ladies.
Hey,
do we have anybody else who has an issue with their husband's
I
laundry?
tell you, once I take that inside out shirt off the second time.
Then it's right side out. So that's what he said. So I was like, stop putting your socks inside out. He goes, yeah, but then when I wear them inside out, then I turn. What was that?
That was
when I wear them inside
important.
out, then the next time they're right side out. I'm like, no, they're not, because you clump them in like little balls. Then they wash that way, and then I take them out, and then if I undo them, they're like damp and crinkled and. Ugh.
Yeah, and let's not talk about the underwear. We have to.
Oh no, the underwear. It's like putting
tongs.
What is it with every time, like when you're doing a man's laundry, and you're grabbing it to put it in the wash? Every time I grab the laundry, I swear I nail his underwear right in the crotch, and I'm like, cooties! Like, wash my hands, bleach.
Yeah, she's got her mask on, kind of.
Sound like Darth Vader. Every time, I swear, I like grab it, and I'm like, oh, underwear, like crotch out, like even that's inside out. So nasty.
This is not the underwear you're looking for.
Men are just gross. Okay. Go ahead.
Oh my gosh.
Go ahead.
no, we're fine there.
Okay, so you want to learn something interesting? Okay, now I've done this several times, but they look really cool right now. So if you get green onions and you like to have like green onions in your soup, just put them in about an inch of water and they regrow. And then you can clip them and they'll grow like almost an inch a day. They'll just keep regrowing until they get smaller and smaller. And then you can plant them in a pot at some point. But yeah, so these suckers, look at that. You just put them in water and they regrow.
Wow.
And then they get wonky on you.
That is amazing.
I'm sorry.
Amazing.
Nature is amazing.
Yes, it is.
All right,
so looking forward to the old greenhouse coming up this year. So we'll see what that does.
Because Sarah is. I want to go out to her place in like May or June or whenever her stuff starts to grow, because she's got all the animals and she's got all the plants, and I just want to see it because she's growing all kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'd be kind of fun to go out there and see all that stuff.
And I'll have to go to Maldonado's and pick up some plants.
Yeah,
soon.
because it's going to be that time of the year with that. And that if you have a greenhouse at your place, and if it's not already a prefabbed, already put together type of greenhouse, we've found that at least so far this year, the plastic that we had for the top is really a good one.
Yeah, I mean, there's no guarantee it's not going to disintegrate like the last one.
No, that is true too.
Our heat is just too hot for it. So, all right. Do you have any other subjects? We were talking about movies that we watched.
We do. I'll read a story here real quick, and then we'll because I think it fits our stuff here.
Okay, go ahead.
Police in Germany broke down the door of a couple out of town on vacation because their neighbors complained that the sound of a rooster was coming out of their home between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. every night. The cops found a recording device with a timer set on high volume with the speaker placed directly against the neighbor's wall. So there you go. So there's all sorts of ways you can try to try to compensate for having either a nosy neighbor or somebody that you just don't whatever.
That's hilarious.
Whatever it is. See, we don't have to have a speaker. We have loudspeakers out there automatically. So.
Although I did have to laugh you. We've got our baby, our youngest chicken that was kind of we just wanted a let our poor little broody hen hatch an egg because she wasn't feeling good and she wanted to hatch an egg. So we let her hatch an egg, and it turned out to be a good sized rooster, frizzle rooster. And he's in a chick room, which is a smaller space, and he doesn't crow as loud in there. So Bruce put him outside in a little thing. That boy, he opened up his lungs.
Woo!
It was the loudest
He's
rooster
loud.
I've
He's
ever
loud.
heard.
He's loud. So speaking of, you get to pick chicken of the week this week.
Oh yeah, I have an idea.
Okay, that's good.
I have an idea.
Perfect. Let's talk about what I coined Netflix picks or / Amazon Prime picks.
Yes.
or whatever.
Okay. So we have
So what do you got?
we have a list of the ones that we've watched recently, and I would have to say probably the Terminal List with Chris Pratt.
Yes, the Terminal List. That was good.
That one was pretty good. And now they're making them instead of just movies. It's like got several pieces to it.
it's
So that one was really good.
like a short series or something like
To
that.
Catch
so.
a Killer. The sad thing is, all of them are like
Oh,
they're
kinda
all like dark. They're all like death and dismemberment sort of stuff. But To Catch a Killer with it's like Shailene Woodley.
Woodley, the girl from.
I don't know how you say her first name.
She was
but
from Divergent.
yeah. So that was actually pretty good. We watched 0 Day. That was okay. It was a
0
little
Day
slow.
with Robert De Niro. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was that wasn't
was
too
a little,
bad.
That was a little slow. That wasn't
Wasn't too bad.
It wasn't my favorite. Outer Range with Josh Brolin. That one's kind of a longer, tedious one too, but it's kind of out there.
Yeah.
It's like
The thing with that one is and actually any movie now that I watch with Josh Brolin in it, I can't help but think I'm just listening to Thanos from the Avengers.
And I'm like, you can tell that he didn't shave his beard for the Thanos part. And he probably said, nope, not shaving the beard. So they just worked it into the costume.
Work the goatee in there.
Still off my list, still my favorite is The Discovery of Witches. That one was probably, I've watched it twice. I loved that one. It's a very long series, but I really enjoyed that one. I thought it was beautifully made.
Okay.
And then they go back in time, and
Okay.
it's got a lot of the witchy woo sort of stuff and vampires and whatever. That one was cool. I like that. A Discovery of Witches.
Discovery of Witches. So if you have a series or anything that you're watching,
Let us know.
and you liked, let us know so we can share it with our listeners, because there's so many times that people posting, I want to binge watch something. Or I need a new series to watch.
And all this stuff is really dark. I mean, it really is. So that's why I watched You've Got Mail yesterday while I was working in the kitchen, because I'm like kind of repainting our kitchen cabinets and stuff, and was cleaning. And You've Got Mail is cheerful and fun, and and I know all the words and songs now, so I can like literally repeat all the lines as it goes.
Indeed.
So I can show the books that I so this winter I decided to read a couple of books that were like kind of life-changing for me, and this was one of them was The Seat of the Soul. Really good book. It's kind of like meditation and that sort of stuff, but it's really good. It's kind of a life-changing sort of thing, kind of kind of about getting out of your negative mindset and stuff like that. That book, it was something that Oprah Winfrey did a long time ago and has been doing for years, the same book over and over again. And so it's an excellent book to read. And then the one that I'm reading right now is A Course in Miracles, which is, look how thick it is. It's like a Bible.
That's a heavy-duty book there.
And when you read it, it reads like a Bible. And it is, it's not really Christian-based. It has a lot of Christian principles to it. But then there's a few things that are controversial when you look at it in a Christian perspective. But this one has been huge for me. I'm into the like self-help book type stuff. So those two books are really good if you are interested in doing something to improve your mindset and get out of the depression stuff that a lot of people are going through right now. So
Very cool.
Anthony Rodriguez.
Anthony
Good
Rodriguez.
morning.
Morning, brother. It's my class of '81 Home Depot buddy over there.
Do you want me to go get chicken of the week?
You can, and you definitely can. Shannon's going to get us a little treat here this morning. And also want to thank our sponsors. You did hear some stuff a little bit earlier from the Faust Brewery and the Villa in Green. Also want to thank sponsors over at Camaltex Insurance and Hill Country Customs. Let me let you listen to them talk about it here.
Camaltex Insurance in New Braunfels has been serving fellow Texans since 1948. They know insurance, and more importantly, they treat their customers like family. Recipients of the Safeco Insurance Award of Excellence, Camaltex Insurance for your home, cars, boat, motorcycle, toys, business, and your life. And they deal with multiple insurance companies, so you get options. Call them at 830-625-7511 or stop by and see them at 1110 Eichel Street off Walnut Avenue. Camaltex is happy to be a part of the kindness revolution in keeping New Braunfels kind. Camaltex Insurance. Local, independent, trusted.
Hill Country Customs Towing and Collision has been serving the New Braunfels area since 1988. They repair all makes and models and are endorsed by most major insurance companies and car clubs. So the next time you have that little fender bender or need someone to take your vehicle from here to there, call 830-904-2166 or 830-660-3621 for your towing needs, and make Hill Country Customs Towing and Collision your first call. Yes, indeed. I want to thank those guys, all of those, for being sponsors for our programming and for our stations, both of them. And if you or your business would like to help Texas 46 Radio and the Rock Vault by being a title sponsor, let me know. Very, very, very economical. And basically, it just helps to pay the bills, pay the streaming bills, all the fees, and stuff like that. You know, radio stations don't run for free unless you're a pirate station. Arr! So it's whatever we can do to make life in your ears better, and it's really pretty cool. Weather-wise, I tell you what. Here, let me just go over here. While she's, I hear the birds out there kind of going off. She's going to be picking somebody good here. So let me go right here. Put that down. Lots of screens here in the studio. If you're also a classic hard rock and metal fan, tonight on the Rock Vault is the All Request Hour, and I think I might be testing it tonight, moving it to 8 o'clock instead of 9, so from 8 to 9. So it's not so late, so more people can kind of listen and put in their request. So it's over in the Rock Vault, therockvault.us, and go over to our Facebook page if you're a classic hard rock and metal fan. Even plays a lot of the new stuff that's out there. Weather-wise, today, you're going to be looking at a high of 69, low of 46 tonight, mostly cloudy. Tomorrow on Friday, you're going to be a high of 75 with a low of 50. Now, this is just in the New Braunfels area. Your temperatures may vary. Saturday, sunny skies, a high of 81 degrees. There you go. Sunday, 79 for a high, 67 for a low in the evening. And Monday, 81 for a high, 69 for a low. Now, chances of light rain showers on Tuesday with a high of 84, low of 54. Temperatures still keep bouncing around as they do, as they do here in Texas. Wednesday night, you're going to have a low of 44. But next Wednesday through Saturday, you're supposed to have sunny skies. So the weather, it's nice. We love the rain, need the rain, but it's definitely nice to see some sunshine coming through. So I don't know what she's got to picking out today, but I'm just, excuse me, puberty is just making its rounds once again. Yeah. So I hope everybody's having a great start for their morning. Where are you going for lunch? For those of you that are either going to be cooking, staying at home, or you're going to be going out someplace for lunch and enjoy some camaraderie. Always maybe try if you're in the Creekside area, the Fryhead Country Store. It's got great burgers, great chicken fried steaks, great lots of things. So the Reimers over there really got a good thing going, and it's a great building to grab you some food and enjoy your lunchtime. There are so many things over there in that area. It's crazy, but you can just, there's more things that you can shake a stick at. Oh, here we go. Oh, looky here now. Look at our guest for this morning on Chicken of the Week. Did you have some trouble getting a hold of it?
Oh my God! Did I have some trouble?
Here, let me take the camera off here. Everybody, hold on to your seats.
Okay, so here's this is how our life works. I go outside because I think I'm gonna bring the blue frizzle and the one that sleeps flat in the yard, and so I go and I get him and I take him out, and I was like, oh man, he's got the thing with his eyes again, so I thought, no, put him back because I've got to treat him for the when he got attacked and he had anyway. We'll go into it later. But anyway, so then I hear screaming, and so Houdini is stuck in the shutter coop.
Oh, I thought he was in his other pen.
And
Sorry.
he's screaming because they're attacking him, and so I had to go rescue him. So I took him out and I said, well, here, I'll just let you run the yard while everybody else is still pinned. You can kind of enjoy being out here. I set him down. Oh,
did he attack you?
yes!
Oh my gosh!
He turned around and he kicked me. Little shit.
He doesn't like. He's always had problems with
Doesn't
it.
like. So I just picked him up by his tail feathers and I plopped him in his cage.
Yeah,
And then I
okay.
decided to go get this little dude because he's so cool looking. So so here we go.
So here you go. Here he is.
Chicken
Here we go.
farm life.
Here we go.
Dun, dun.
There he is.
All right, this one's so funny. He is just the strangest, and I'm not sure if this is the one that got into the neighbor's
No, it's not.
garage.
No.
Is it the other one?
No, it was a black one.
No, it's not. It was the blue. It was one of these.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, it was one of these blues. Yeah, it was one of the blues from the breeder pen. So that's what.
Hey, Mona.
Look at his feet. He keeps like
Hi.
pulling his. Look, watch his feet. Just go down to the feet. He's like
Hey,
stomping.
your spurs are little trimming on the spurs
Look at
there.
look. He has got the best face. Look at it. Okay, so watch when I move his body, but his head doesn't move.
Well, except that's
Sorry, let's do it again. Come on, buddy. Let me pin his wings, because otherwise he just feels weird. Stop stomping. Okay, see, like, watch, his head just stays. It stays in one place. You can move his body.
There you go. That they have on those little
It's
videos.
so funny. Okay, so get a really good shot of his weird face. Look at that face.
You see yourself there?
He's
Going,
got the
"What
best face.
He's got a twin out there too. It looks a little bit different. The color's
Yes,
a little
the
different.
colors slightly different.
So,
But his hair, he's got like an Elvis
describe
hairdo.
describe this one for us.
Okay, so he's a naked neck. Some people call him Turkins, which I don't know why they call him Turkins. It's just a thing. But he's not a turkey or anything. He's a chicken, but he's a naked neck, so you can see that his neck is naked. He got no feathers. And they bred these because they didn't want to have to remove as many feathers, and so it became a thing. And I just love that their head stays, that you could move the body and the head just stays there. But his coloring is so cool. So I don't know if you can tell, but his feathers are, oh, come here, buddy. You can tell by his booty cam. His feathers are blue and red. He's got the greatest. I'm sorry. Here, stand on Dad. No, never mind. Standing on Dad's table isn't going to work. You just stand on my lap. So he's got the greatest coloring. Okay, where are you going? Oh my God, his wings hurt. Okay, are you happy now? Jeez, those wings. So he's a frizzle, and so his frizzle wings are like sticks, and they just slap me in the face. You have one foot on my hand and one on my arm, so it's a little awkward for me. Can you? Okay, there we go. There you go. So he's shivering, poor baby. So he is. He's kind of I guess you could consider him full size or medium size, but he is a blue and red naked neck frizzle with just the best dark eyes, and the coolest, weird comb, and then the greatest hair, and then so you can show the stick feathers, the wings. See those suckers? And they're like sticks, and they slap you on the arm and the face. Look at that. They hurt when he.
See, they have little flower petals at the end there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, buddy.
What a cutie pie. I'm
So
put
yeah,
the camera
he's
back up here. Everybody, hold on. Oh, okay, there you go.
His nails need trimming. You are just here. Okay. All right. Here. Stop it.
Here. There you go. Here we go.
Da, da, da.
This is
Isn't he great?
and this is actual
Don't
size.
poop on me, please. He's got. Put your foot.
Look at those pretty colors. Look at the colors there. Very vibrant.
Yes.
And we do feed our chickens Neutrina pellets. So or crumbles, depending upon which birds they are.
Are they paying you for this advertisement?
No,
You wish they would.
I'm just There you
Isn't
are.
he great? He's great.
That's a nice.
Please
little
don't
roost.
poop on me.
Hey.
But yeah, the blue and red is just awesome. His brother is doesn't have the blue. Well, his brother isn't colored out as good as he is, but he's a little feral. He's a little freaky, so he's not used to being held or anything. So I went in there and just grabbed him, and he just fussed at me.
Oh,
but
now I know. I'm looking at it now. Look, I am Wolverine.
Huh? Oh, does he look like Wolverine?
No, me. Look at my head with my.
Oh, there you go.
There we
Bruce
go.
has got horns or wings.
My. There we go. Anyhow.
That's great.
It was stupid and silly at the same time.
Yep. There you go.
Kitty wants to know how old he is.
I'm gonna say 2, because I was trying to get a female naked neck, and so I threw a bunch of naked neck hen eggs in the incubator, and golly, out of like 12 of her eggs, I only got 1 female, and she just recently died. But he's probably about 2 years old, and he's gorgeous.
He is a rooster. So it's
Yeah.
one of many that we have here. Fortunately, when you do have a lot of roosters, your predator situation can be lessened.
Oh my gosh, he's got the best butt. Look at them feathers. Whoa. Yes, I'm messing with a chicken's
Chicken butt.
butt.
Chicken butt.
I love the feathers. So we just recently lost one of our favorite roosters, Cookie Monster, who was a satin, really cool colored man. He was like gray and cream colored and blue, and so he was so sweet because he couldn't see me coming because he had so much fluff over his face and big old cheeks and everything. So I could grab him at any time and cuddle him and just pick him up. And so he passed away just a couple of days ago. And I was so bummed I didn't know what to do because he has feathers. I mean, he was like a big old pom-pom of just gorgeous feathers. And I didn't know what to do, and I wanted to do his necropsy to find out how he passed away, which I didn't find anything except for his nose was clogged. And so then I didn't know what to do because he has all these gorgeous feathers. And so I did what is kind of strange, and I've only done it a few times when it's like, what do they call it? Cape. I don't know. Anyway, it's when you literally. This sounds really awful, and because I am a chicken lover, this may freak you out to hear this, but I literally took
The pelt.
yes. I don't want to say the word.
Yeah.
So I took his pelt off.
Took his coat off.
And so then I will just go ahead and dry it like you would like a rabbit pelt or something. And then it's just this gorgeous thing of all of his feathers and his tail and everything. And I don't really know what I'll do with it. I make these really great little pins. This one's a wonky one, so I kept this one because when I put it together it was gorgeous, but then some of the feathers didn't do what I wanted them to do, so I get to keep this one. And I will go out of my way to find this in the house. But anyway, so I'm going to do that with Cookie Monster's feathers. I'll just keep the pelt and I'll, clip feathers off of it as I need. And like when you take these kind of feathers and you put them on a pen, it's just
looks pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Is.
And then you sit there while you're writing the whole time doing this.
Oh. It could be a new massage.
But isn't he
technique.
Great? He's
beautiful,
awesome.
Beautiful. And he's been very good too. Sitting right here.
Hasn't he? He's got the best face.
We're like, yeah, I want to stay in. This is what it's like to be inside, not outside with the rest of those morons.
He's like super still.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have much tether on that particular one.
Okay. I was gonna just.
It's
so dark. Golly.
It's like a stuffed bird.
Are you a statue, buddy?
Hey, no, I'm good. I'm good.
But like, here's his. Show his butt.
There you go. Look at all those feathers. Beautiful. All right. Hey, we want to thank you guys for joining us this morning, and for those of you that are watching later in the day or at some other point, welcome. And I just amazed with how I have myself positioned here. Product placement with that stuff on the back there. There it is. And join us this next Thursday as well with some more great topics and Chicken of the Week. And hopefully there'll be some nice positive things to talk about and see what goes from there. So thanks for listening. And again, if you'd like to become a sponsor for our stations, just let us know. Leave it in the comments, and we'll reach out to you. Until then, next time. Take care. It's Shannon and Bruce and Shannon. La 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 la. Have a great day. More music ahead. Got Gene Watson, Mike Donnell, Steve Warner Classic, George Strait, Alan Jackson, all sorts of great stuff coming up here on Texas 46 Radio. And for those of you going over to the Rock Vault tonight, I'll see you on the All Request Hour at 8 o'clock. New time tonight. I think we're going to try 8 o'clock and see if we get any more folks on it. And take care. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.